Hello mga ka-TGFI, magandang umaga, magandang hapon at magandang gabi sa bawat isa. I hope everybody's safe and healthy. Kung nasaan man kayo, bahay or trabaho, we always pray na ligtas at nasa maayos na kalusugan ng bawat isa despite this global pandemic. Anyway, we all know na mahirap tayo sa pagkakaroon ng consistent flow of income, pero isa din sa mga apektado ng krisis ngayon ay ang mga maliliit na businessmen. That's why our topic for today is very interesting kasi most of us, pagka nakakarinig ng sinabi na gusto nilang mag-business or they want another business, first, ang papasok sa utak mo is capital. In which, pagka sinabi natin capital, karamihan sa atin, ang iisipin is money, pera. Capital equals money, kapital, kailangan lagi pera. So, yun. Ngayon sa session natin, we will be discussing what is actually capital in business, what is the capital that we will be tackling tonight, and what are the common misconceptions about capital. So, i-discuss din natin difference between capital and money, difference between capital and investment. So, sa mga TGFI, if ipapakilala ko sa inyo ngayon ang one of our guest speakers. And if you have any questions or any comments, kung may karagdagang information na gusto kayo sabihin, just type in sa comment box natin below. So without further ado, let me introduce to you our guest for today. Our guest for today has been a partner of TGFI with our past projects. He's one of the speakers of our Passive Income Conference at Singapore last 2018. He is a foreign exchange expert, a global asset investor, the CEO and co-founder of Business Maker Academy. Let me introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, our guest for tonight, Mr. Mark So. Sir Mark.
Hi, Emil. Salamat. Salamat sa pag-introduce sa akin na napakaganda. But I'm very happy to be here once more, everyone. I know that this is not the best time, of course, but let's make the most of the situation. Alam ko medyo hirap tayong lahat ngayon. Alam naman sa Pilipinas, ang saying natin, kapit lang, di ba? So kapit lang tayo. So I guess I'll start it off. Medyo interesting yung title na binigay ko kay Matt at kay Emil. The 6 kinds of capital to work on during this quarantine. So I just want to say, kung hirap kayo ngayon, if you own a small business or your income has been cut drastically because of the quarantine, hindi ka nag-iisa. Maraming businesses, small, medium, and even large businesses that are also very much affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as, of course, the local ECQ. Ang mahirap pa niyan, I think the ECQ will not be lifted anytime soon. So medyo kailangan natin magtiis pa ng konti at again, kapit pa ulit. So let me get to the topic at hand. As Emil said, when we talk about capital, palagi natin iisip pera. Pero I'm here to share a perspective that I want you to understand so that we break down money. It's important to have money to buy our needs. Of course, right now, especially now, to buy food and put it on the table for our families and take care of ourselves. Ngayon, I want everyone to also understand everybody is distracted. People are distracted in the sense na people close to them are affected. They are infected, and some of my friends have actually died. Some of their families and their fathers have died. Kaya if you are selling something and you're experiencing not a lot of sales right now, that should be understandable. So, paano na gagawin natin ngayon kung distracted ng mga tao? We're at the lowest part of their priority right now. So, dahil ganyan ng situation, kung makakabenta ka, try. Pero kung talagang hindi, I would suggest use this opportunity now to prepare. And this is where the 6 kinds of capital come in. So I'll expound further. No, I want to say this. So slide 2, I sent a bunch of slides. Well, 3 slides lang naman, but it will be flashed on your screen. So slide 2, I want to just make sure you understand. Money is made up of 6 kinds of capital. So, ang kabuuan ng 6 na kapital na pag-usapan natin ngayon, ang resulta nun is more money, and not just money, success for you and your business. Okay? So, I want to read what I wrote here. Money is made up of 6 kinds of capital. Work on as many of these while you're in quarantine to keep productive and prepare to make money once more. When the time comes, pag medyo nag-lift na yung quarantine natin, the money will come. Kapit lang nga. Pero anong gagawin mo ngayon na hindi ka makakabenta as usual? Mag-prepare tayo. And so we understand how to prepare. I created this slide. Punta na tayo sa 3rd slide. Ang isa-isahin ko, no? There are 6 capital kinds of capital that we have to work on. So pakita natin yung 3rd slide. Naka-animate yan eh. Sige, hintayin natin magpalit yung screen. Wala pa. Okay. Unahin ko na. So, right now, you're at home. And thankfully, ayan, thankfully, you have Wi-Fi. Kung hindi ka makakinig dito, di ba? And first thing, you have to always be grateful that you have this privilege of staying in a home where you have Wi-Fi access at, you're relatively comfortable. So, ito yung 6 kinds of capital. The first kind of capital is time. Now we have a lot of time on our hands. Would you agree? So, in normal times, we convert time to money. Tama ba? That's what happens when you go to work. What do you do in work? You exchange your time for money. So you work a 9-to-5 job, you get paid 9 to 5. Kung hindi man yan, if you, right now, in this COVID situation, kung ikaw nagdi-deliver ka ng groceries, you're using your time to go to the grocery and buy the stuff and bring it there, and then you get paid. Tama ba? So let's start with time. We have an abundance amount of time now. Use this time now to properly plan and prepare for what will happen after the ECQ. And believe me, magkakaroon ng afterwards. May basehan na tayo dito. If you want a little bit of reference, I would direct you to the 1918 Spanish flu. Grabe yung Spanish flu noon. Mas matindi pa yun kaysa COVID. Noong 1918, yung Spanish flu times, 12 hours. Pag nadapuan ka ng Spanish flu, 12 hours, tepok ka na. Wala nang ano yan. But now, there's hope. So there will be an afterward. So use the time properly now. Ironically, dahil nga naka-lockdown, dapat medyo pahinga-pahinga tayo, di ba? Rest ako. Pero ngayon, me and my wife, who basically, we basically started Business Maker Academy, we're busier now more than ever. Kasi nga, we're using this time, believe it or not, to expand and to plan for our future. So time is the first capital that you need to really look at. Ngayon, as I said, pwede mong gamitin yung time in exchange for something else. Kung hindi ka makakuha ng pera ngayon for your time, then use it to create a plan for what will happen in the future. Okay. So, talo na muna tayo sa number 2. Pero kung may tanong kayo, guys, just type it in and I will try to answer it later now. So, talo na tayo sa second kind of capital. Skills. Your skill and your skill set or even your talent, that's another form of capital. Again, if you break it down, how do you make money? If you're a skilled graphic artist, if you're a skilled IT guy, if you're a programmer, you basically take that skill and you get money from it, correct? So that's the second kind of capital that not a lot of people really pay attention to. So ngayon na may quarantine tayo, what do? You upgrade your skill now. So maraming mga tutorials dyan, ang daming free webinars katulad nito, di ba? Mabuti nga nag-attend kayo ng free webinar na ganito. At marami pang mga free webinars. At hindi lang free webinars, pwede kayong pumunta sa YouTube. Libre lahat yon. And you can learn a new skill, or if you have an existing skill, enhance it now. So work on your skills. Kung hindi man your existing skills, work on a new set of skills. So katulad nun, may downtime tayo ngayon, marami tayong oras. So what do? You learn something else, like matuto ka ng SEO, search engine optimization. Maraming libreng training dyan. Kung gusto mo mag-relax konti, matuto kang sumayaw. O kaya use this time to upgrade your communication skills, di ba? So skills is the second kind of capital that you need to really look at and understand, and take the time to develop that right now. Tapos sabihin nyo, Mark, paano yan? Ang hirap naman yan. Hindi na matatransform to pera ngayon yan. Hindi nga talaga. It won't be immediate. However, we're using this time wisely to upgrade your skill or your talent. Ngayon, there are cases where you can use your skill and talent now in the time of COVID to make a little bit of money. And there are plenty of ways. One way is kung magaling ka sa marketing, especially now, the kind of sales that companies need is not hard selling, but also soft selling. But I prefer calling it branding. So kung magaling ka doon, use your skill and approach companies who are looking for that kind of skill. Pero hindi lang yan. I'll give you another tip. Kung wala kang income ngayon, why don't you go to job boards? In fact, I will selfishly plug another business that I own that we are launching. It's onlyjobs.com. Of course, you can go to JobStreet, Caliber, all of these very good job sites as well, and use this time and match it with a skill. Tapos maraming pwedeng work at home. So see, that skill that you have, if it's applicable for work at home arrangements or telecommuting, that can be converted into money, whether it's right now or in the near future. So yan yung second form of capital. So kung may tanong, just post it here. I think magkakaroon tayo ng Q&A portion later. Emel, may tuloy pa ba ako or may popause muna tayo? May tatanong ka ba or wala?
Tuloy lang po, sir. And then again, reminders to all our viewers, if you have any questions or gusto nyong i-clarify or meron kayong i-add sa topic sa mga sinasabi ni Sir Mark, please feel free to put your comments below, okay? Go ahead, sir.
So tuloy na natin. So punta na tayo sa third kind of capital that you have to develop. If you can see the screen, nakalagay human capital. This is more applicable if you are a business owner like me. But kahit hindi ka business owner, kahit na magsa-start ka pala, when I say human capital, this is really the lifeblood of the whole world. Kaya nga, hirap na hirap ang tao ngayon with social distancing kasi especially tayo mga Pinoy, mahilig tayong makibarkada, lumabas, gumimik, o kaya makipagtawanan lang. And in fact, in rural communities and even local communities, every night pag medyo batong-bato na sa bahay, lalabas ka, magpapahangin, kwentuhan. So, human connection and social skills, or what I call human capital, that's the third kind of capital that you have to look at. Ngayon, dahil walang interaction because now social distancing, and please take this time to please stay at home so that we can flatten the curve para talagang walang minimize natin ang infections. You can still contact people. Lalo na ngayon, may Wi-Fi tayo, may Facebook tayo, may Viber tayo, may WeChat tayo. Kung may TikTok ka, mag-TikTok ka rin dyan, di ba? So, there's a lot of venues and avenues now for us to continue the social connection. Pero what kind of human capital are we talking about? Pag-usapan muna natin pag wala ka pang negosyo. Pag wala ka pang negosyo, the human capital we're talking about is connections. Take this time now to get back in touch with people that you haven't seen and talked to for a long time. I'm sure they're home. Kaya, just say hi. Pero wag mo nang dagdagan ng open-minded ka ba? Ayan na. Pag ganyan ang sabihin mo, open-minded ka ba? Ayan na. Alam mo nang binibentahan mo ng network marketing. Patay tayo dyan. So, you just say hi and make sure that they're okay. Right now, use this time and develop your communication skills and your bedside manners to sincerely know how they're doing. Kasi this is the time to empathize. This is the time na makiramay tayo. This is the time na bigyan natin ng konting tuwa ang mga taong hindi na natin nakakausap for a long time. In fact, ang dami ko nga mga lumang friends na biglang nagsusulputan sa Facebook Messenger ko. Hello, how are you? Saka at this time, wala nang bentahan eh. It's more, kamusta ka na talaga because it's really a human concern. But if you go through that, through your list of contacts, you'll be able to find people who will actually have ideas that you may want to explore also. These people can open doors and opportunities for you. Kaya ano gagawin mo? Use this time to reconnect with them, establish, talk. You never know, you can explore. In fact, in my industry, in training, my contemporary trainers are contacting me, wanting to partner with me. I'm open to it. There's no problem there. Kaya kung gusto mong try to collaborate on something, I'm all open. And you should also be open too. Now, paano pag may negosyo ka naman? Pag may negosyo ka, ang assumption ko, may mga tao ka. This is the other capital that you have. And in fact, in business, this is the most important capital or important asset that you have. It's your people, your team, your employees. I would really suggest you take this time to talk to them, to uplift their spirits, because like you, they're also very scared. But unlike you, most of them do not have the resources that you have. Baka nga yung iba, walang wifi. Madalas, wala nga silang basic comforts of home. Wala silang aircon. Minsan, wala pang kuryente. Minsan, hirap pa sa tubig. So a simple phone call, a simple hello, a simple Viber, a simple how are you doing, and what can I do to help you, that will go a long, long way. Pagdating sa human capital, ang key lang dito is this. Use this time to build goodwill. Use this time to reconnect and establish long-forgotten relationships dahil nasobrahan tayo sa busy during normal times. So it's a time to slow down, but it's a time to rebuild and strengthen connections with other human beings. That is the third kind of capital. So I hope that you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say. So all of these three capitals so far, if you do it properly and you do it religiously and sincerely, that will lead to money actually either now or eventually. So kung short term ang pag-iisip mo, use it for the short term. Pero kung long term ka mag-isip, you have to start preparing now. Okay. So tuloy na tayo sa capital number 4, experience. Now, pag sinabing experience, hindi ibig sabihin kailangan matanda ka na. Marami ka nang naranasan. You can be very young and still be very experienced in certain things. So, example, experience ka sa gaming. Magaling ka sa Dota. O kaya magaling ka sa online games na ganyan. So, what can you do with that experience? Why don't you try writing an ebook about your experience on how to beat the game? Anything that you are experienced in, whether you're young or old, can be translated to money. So, tingnan mo, you list down what you are really good at. Saan ka ba medyo nasunog? If you're an investor na nasunog ka dati, ano ba ang ginawa mo dahil nasunog ka? At ano kaya dapat ang gawin para hindi ka na masunog ulit? use it and take that experience and put it into a small ebook. Subukan mo benta. Why not? Di ba? Eh kung may gustong bumili, edi good. Kahit na small fee lang naman dyan, at least something is coming in. Ang importante dito, nothing is wrong, nothing is right. What you have to identify lang is that experience itself is capital by itself. Kaya yung industry ko, which is seminars, na talagang devastated ngayon because live seminars. Iba kasi ang feel ng webinars, no? Pero of course, at this point, it's the next best thing. Pero ang seminars, whether it's webinar or live face-to-face, ang talagang pinupuntahan ng tao dito is the experience of the resource speaker, is the experience of the subject matter expert. Kaya sa TGFI, di ba? Pa-events si TGFI, ang daming dumadating. Bakit? First, they want to know something new. But secondly, they want to learn from the experience of the speakers. You don't need to be a speaker. You don't need to be a very good investor. You don't need to be a good businessman. You just need to have good experience. At kung meron ka niyan, and you learn how to translate it, then that can be made into money, whether now or eventually. So tandaan, experience. Hindi kailangan matanda para magka-experience. Kahit bata ka pa lang, pwede ka na magka-experience. Talo na tayo sa number 5. Number 5 is solution capital. Now, maraming mga tao dyan na may magagandang good idea na. Maganda na good pa. So these are people who are blessed with a lot of talent in terms of finding a solution. So example, di ba, kulang na kulang tayo sa mga PPE. Tapos yung mga frontliners natin, the doctors, the nurses, and even the delivery guys are all, at risk. So there are solutions that came up. One was yung sa hospital, yung acrylic shields para pag tinitingnan ng mga doktor yung pasyente, at least may harang, di ba? So that's a solution. Tapos ngayon, solutions is also equal to resourcefulness. Ngayon, mahirap lumabas to go to groceries. Kung wala kang quarantine pass, mahirap. At kahit may quarantine pass ka, delikado talaga. Kasi, did you know that the study was most of the infections now actually come from the grocery stores. Kasi dyan pumupunta lahat ng tao. They need basic necessities. Kaya dyan nagko-concentrate. Ngayon, may mga resourceful people. Dahil alam nilang takot ng tao to go to the grocery kahit na kaya nila, kahit na may quarantine pass sila, they will offer to do groceries for you. Tapos aabonohin pa nila yung pagbili ng grocery. Tapos i-deliver sa bahay. Tapos babayaran mo na lang. Tapos charge lang sila ng service fee. Oh, that's a solution that people are very, very willing to pay for. So again, solutions are another form of capital. Kung marami kang mga solusyon sa problema ngayon at solusyon sa problema that will come after COVID, work on that. Use the time now to plan and prepare. Kasi, again, downtime na tayo ngayon, pero dapat busy ka pa rin dahil productive tayo. Now, pause muna ako dito because I want you to understand this. Alam ko mahirap mag-quarantine sa bahay. Mahirap talaga. Especially kung medyo wala ka, napuntahan mo lahat ng sulok na ng bahay mo. Napuntahan mo na ang lahat at wala ka na mapupuntahan at bored ka na dyan. At napanood mo na lahat ng K-drama sa Netflix. At napanood mo na lahat ng Netflix. There's one thing that I want you to remember. We're all human beings. And there are 4 things that keep human beings going. Ito ha, isulat nyo ha. There are 4 things that you should always be doing. Number 1, people need to always do something. People feel better if they are productive. Tama ba? Kaya kahit na papano, kung may napupulot ka dito, there's a sense of relief. Kasi kahit papano you're feeling, may natutunan ako, I'm feeling a little productive. Pero more than that, you have to act, do something. Kuha ka ng papel, magplano ka. Ayaw magplano, kuha ka ng papel, mag-drawing ka. Ayaw mag-drawing, matuto ka. Pumunta ka YouTube, marami mga how-to video. So, do something productive with your time moving forward. That's number one. The number two thing that keeps people going is people need something to believe in. And I'm here to say, and I have no doubt in my mind, I believe that this too will pass. Believe in that. Kahit na times are dark, believe that there is going to be hope, and there will always be hope. Number three, people need something to look forward to. So ito lang, kung medyo kulang ang income mo ngayon, look forward to the day na babalik yan, at hindi lang babalik, magiging triple pa ang income mo. Remember that. Triple ang income mo. Look forward to that. That's number three. And last but not least, number four, people need someone and something to love. If you're with your family right now, you are very, very lucky. Hug them. Sa bahay, walang social distancing. Gamitin mo. Stay with them, use this time with your family, bond with your children, bond with your wife. Yun lang iba. Yun nga I can't bond with my wife. Naiinis ako kasi kasama ko yung wife ko. No, but honestly, use this time to bond with your family. This is the best time to do that. People need someone, some people to love, and for them to love you back. So yan yung konting intermission natin. So recap natin, there are 5 capitals so far. First one is time. Second is skills or your talent. Third is human connections, human capital or social capital. 4 is experience capital. 5 is solution capital. And what is the 6th? Yung 6, ito na yung pinakamatindi. Kung talagang walang-wala ka na, hindi pa dumarating yung amilyar, wala pang support from the government or from your company. The 6th is ownership or assets capital. Ito yung nabili mo na dati, napundar mo na. Kung talagang walang-wala ka, you can use this as collateral to loan or benta. Now, I hope that it doesn't come to that. I hope na hindi naman grabe yung situation nyo. But if the time comes, kung talagang wala na talaga, tingnan mo yung mga meron kayong value and use that. Sabi nga ni Ramon Ang, if given a choice between money and life, he would always choose life. And that is true, whether you are rich, whether you are poor. So the last and final capital is the things that you own. Now, yun man kailangan bentahin. Kung resourceful ka, pwede mong ipa-rent out. Pero mahirap na ngayon mag-rent out ng karaoke ha. Huwag mong gagawin yan kasi social distancing, saka baka madapuan pa ng sakit yung mga taong hihiram ng karaoke mo. O kaya ipapa-rent out mo. But you can likely look at those assets that you own, things that have value, and turn that into money, whether in the short term or the long term. So those are the 6 kinds of capital. If you work on them now, they can actually translate short-term to short-term money, or it can be used to prepare you for what will happen afterwards. So that's it. That's basically my message to you, and I hope na nakatulong. So, Emil?
Definitely, sir. We learned a lot from those. So guys, narinig natin from Sir Mark, what are the 6 kinds of capital? So maliwanag naman siguro sa ating lahat na mali ang connotation natin before na capital is just equals money. So yeah, kaya mga ka-TGFI, just type in your questions below sa comment box so that masasagot sa hanggat andito si Sir Mark. And, let's take this opportunity para malaman natin ang mga sagot sa mga katanungan natin from an expert. So one of our ka-TGFI is Jamie Franco. Hello, Jamie. And she's asking, hello, Sir Mark. I'm a fan. I'd like to ask,
Long time no see.
I'd like to ask, how do we motivate ourselves to be more productive? Ikaw po, what do you usually do?
Babalik ako sa sinabi ko, no? 4 things. People need something to do. People need something to believe in. People need something to hope for. People need someone to love. If you have all 4, the darkest days can be managed. I'm not saying it will escape, it will go away. Magkakaroon pa rin ng mga sad moments talaga. But what helps me cope are those 4 things. Every day, I decide to do something productive. Every day, I look forward to the day when this COVID pandemic is done. Every day, I believe that it will be done. And every day, I hug my wife, my 2 kids. And I check up on everyone I love. And I pray for all of them every day. And at the end of the day, kahit na mahirap, kailangan talaga eh. Wala kang choice.
Yes, sir. I completely agree to that. And one of our viewers is saying here from Mr. Vic Miranda, medyo na-confused daw siya about the ownership and asset. Can we have a gist of that? Just a quick
ownership. Example, nakapagpundar ka ng bahay. So you have assets. So you own that asset. You can use that asset as collateral to take out a loan kung talagang kailangan. Ngayon, kung hindi man bahay, let's look at something smaller. Nakabili ka dati ng Xbox, yung gaming console. Baka pwede mo nang bentahin. So that will translate to money. Or pwede mong iparent out. Kasi maraming mga nababato dyan, baka willing silang humiram ng or mag-rent ng Xbox from you. Ayun nga, kailangan mo lang i-disinfect. Di ba? Pero madali na lang yun. So when I say ownership or assets, these are the items that you have fully paid for, that you own. Kung may kotse ka, o kung may tricycle ka, o you can use that. Di ba? So how you do it, kailangan ng konting creativity lang. At saka kailangan, of course, sumunod pa rin tayo sa batas. Huwag tayong lalabas-labas at huwag tayong mag-violate ng ECQ. So I hope I can... huwag pasaway.
Yun nga, sir. I mean, kung that's one of the things na maitutulong natin ang hindi magpasaway ngayon. Minsan lang dumating sa buhay natin na pinakikiusapan tayo na sa loob lang ng bahay. Which is nangyayari ngayon yung sinasabi ng karamihan na be careful on what you wish for. Kasi marami sa atin na gusto lang talaga sa bahay, pagod lang mag-work. Ito, dumating. Pero hindi natin alam kung anong kapalit. Anyway, I just want to read some of the comments here. Sir Floy Wicoto of TGFI is here and saying, thank you, Idol, Sir Mark.
Oh,
and
Floy,
one of our viewers watching, Ann Medina, mukhang na-touch si Miss Ann sa sinabi nyo kanina kasi sinasabi niya rito na totoo yung mga sinabi nyo lalo for the 4 things na kailangan natin personally to be motivated. Yung sinabi nyo nga, always do something productive, believe, look forward to, and look for someone and something to love. O yan, mga ka-TGFI, hindi lang tungkol sa capital ang napag-usapan natin ngayon. Marami pang insightful things na sinabi sa atin si Sir Mark. And then,
now's the time maghanap ng jowa.
Natawa ko kanina, sir, sa sinabi nyo na since marami tayong oras ngayon, try to communicate with all the people that you love. And kasi ito rin yung, let me just add, ito rin yung panahon na pagka nag-hello ka sa kaibigan mo na 2 years mo nang hindi kinakausap, mararamdaman niya nangangamusta ka lang. Kasi kung walang COVID at biglang kang nangamusta, alam niya,
Oo nga eh.
So take this time, guys. Kung nahiya kayo, just, this is the right time. So, yeah. Sabi ni Mr. Ian Katipunan, hi, sir. Since human capital is getting back in touch with people, others are using this capital as an opportunity to sell products, or should I say multi-level marketing. Okay, ito na yung, what are your thoughts on this? Dahil yun nga, di ba may connotation tayo na pagka nag-hello ka sa isang friend mo na ilang taon mo nang hindi kinakausap, matatakot yan dahil ang susunod mong tanong, open-minded ka ba? So, yeah, this is a nice question from Sir Ian. So what are your thoughts about doing multi-level marketing dahil can he take this opportunity?
Right now, isipin mo na lang ganito, no? Right now, you have to learn how to protect your capital. You have to protect and preserve your capital. Wag yung porket sinabi ko, use this time to look for opportunities, biglang may lumapit sa'yo, may opportunity, bigay ka na kaagad. That's a test in money management. I want to expound on this magandang question yan kasi ganito yan eh. If you've ever experienced this, sabihin nyo lang ha, nakatanggap ka ng bonus, kunwari, 5,000 pesos. Let's say in normal times, may natanggap kang 5,000 pesos. The very next day, may kakatok sa pintuan mo, hihingi ng 5,000 pesos. Na-experience na ba yan? Kung na-experience nyo yan, inisip nyo, hala, bakit ganyan? That is what I call a money leech. Okay? A money leech, ito talagang, hindi to inside information. Hindi rin to, this is actually the universe sending you these people to test you. To test you if you know how to protect your finances or not. Kaya, yung form ng mga network marketing, pag alam mo nang medyo kumukuha lang ng opportunity, opportunistic yung dating, here's what you should do. Pagdating sa human capital, you also have to learn to say no. At meron mga cases na marami mga kaibigan lumapit na sa akin and I told them, I hope that you are okay. I really wish and I pray for your safety all the time. But I have to decline because right now I cannot afford that. That is a test. So you have to learn how to say no, especially now. Kasi hindi natin alam kung kailan maglilift tong quarantine. So preserve your cash as much as you can and try to only spend on things that you think has value. Okay? Kaya yung sinasabi ko, open-minded ka ba? Dapat ikaw ang unang-unang sabihin, open-minded ako, pero wag mo ako bentahan. Mag-usap na lang tayo bilang kaibigan. Di ba? Kamusta ka? Kailangan mo pa ng grocery. O di bumili ka.
Akala ko magbibigay ng grocery yan. Okay. Thanks for that, sir. And then we have here viewer Amos. Hi, Sir Mark. Thanks for sharing your ideas to us. I just want to ask, what's your advice on how to properly manage sidelines and regular work? Mas mataas po kasi ang kinikita sa sidelines. Di nga lang po regular ang income.
Well, ang suggestion ko, if you can keep both, keep both. Pero ako, I'm all for creating multiple streams of income. Even my employees in Business Maker Academy, I allow them to have sidelines. In fact, natutuwa pa nga ako kung may sidelines sila. Pero ang rule ko lang sa kanila ganito. Know your priority. What is your main source of income? What is your most consistent form of income? Protect that consistent and main income. Pero kung kaya mo at hindi magi-interfere sa work mo, go. Walang problema. That's why my people they understand na pwede, pero kailangan alam nila yung line. Kailangan meron silang self-judgment kung nakaka-apekto na yan sa trabaho nila or hindi. At malalaman nila kasi sasabihan ko sila, uy, tama na yan. We have work to do. Eh, sila naman, they will be okay with that. But they know. Kaya ang suggestion ko sa'yo, tanungin mo yung boss mo, open-minded ka ba?
Later after this, I will ask you kung open-minded siya. Okay, kukontakin mo rin kita, sir. Kakatuka ko kung open-minded kayo, ha? Okay, another viewer here, Wendell Estado. And okay, napakaganda ng tanong niya, which is curious din ako personally. Sir
Okay.
Mark, can you show us a glimpse of what you usually do in a day during these times? Anong activities ni Sir Mark ngayon?
Well, ganito, no? Ever since na nag-lockdown, enhanced ECQ tayo, medyo umibatan talaga yung sleeping pattern ko. I sleep at 5 in the morning. I sleep at 5 in the morning, but I wake up at around 12 noon. And the reason why I do that is because I'm able to work and plan more at night. Kasi tulog na yung mga bata. So when I'm awake and the kids are awake, I try to, especially my wife. My wife is the one who does activities for them to do homeschooling. Kahit walang school, di ba? Summer ngayon. Pero mahirap rin if you don't keep your kids active. Eh. So, minuto, daddy, pwede bang ganito? So my wife takes care of that. And when I wake up at 12 noon, I have lunch, syempre. And then I basically start working already on the things that I have to do. Example, katulad nito, preparing for the webinar. But aside from that, as I said, I'm very busy with expanding the business still. Katulad niyan, we're launching new things that will help, not necessarily to sell, but to help everybody else during this period. Tapos if I can generate a little bit of cash flow, I would. Pero kung talagang hindi ko pipilitin. And dito tandaan natin, wag natin pilitin ang mga taong bumili pag talagang hindi naman kailangan. So, just be conscious of that. And then, minsan, when I work dire-diretso kasi ako, walang breaks. So, pagdating ng mga 7, 8, tatayo na ako, titigil na ako, and then I'll do my dinner with my family. And then, after that, I'll go relax and watch a little movie with my kids and that. Now, the reason why pag nakita mo medyo relaxed, parang relaxed yung lifestyle is because I concentrate on capital number 3, human capital. I have employees to take care of also, and I have to keep them productive. So most of my waking time in the afternoons is spent on delegating, spent on making sure that they are producing something. So you might be asking, ano yung pinoproduce namin during this time? Marketing materials, business development stuff, so that we properly launch our new endeavors during this time. At saka para ma-justify ko rin yung payment nila. Kasi nga no work, no pay now, di ba? Pero as much as possible, we're stretching the cash that we have and we're making sure that everybody's productive. Alam nila yan. Kahit alam nila na walang revenue pumapasok, we're paying them, but we're trying to make sure that they're productive while they're paying them. So that's a typical day. Wala na nga distinction between Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Hindi ko nga alam anong araw na ngayon di ba? Pero that's more or less the typical day.
Okay, thanks for that. And sir, another question from Miss Anne Medina. Hi, Sir Mark. Ask ko lang po, if due to pandemic, online jobs are more reliable or and continuous po? So asking about online jobs.
Yes, actually, there are several industries that are continuing to hire. The BPO industry is actually hiring a lot right now, especially for homework. Not homework, stay-at-home work, di ba? Telecommuting work. Again, puntahan nyo Job Street. Ilo-launch pa lang namin yung Only Jobs, pero kung gusto niyo mag-register na kayo dyan sa onlyjobs.com kasi ilo-launch na namin yan hopefully this week. Inaayos na lang namin yung mga bugs. But there are a lot of industries. To name you a few, one is of course the pharmaceutical industry. So mga pharmacists, they are hiring. Delikado lang nga, of course. And then of course, the food industry, especially yung supply chain at mga deliveries. So they're also hiring. Again, BPOs, they're hiring. Accounting firms, tuloy pa rin yan. They will continue to hire because they will need to continue doing that. Kahit na may delay tayo sa BIR filing natin, kailangan pa rin natin gawin yan. So accounting firms are also still very much working. Simple lang. Ang gawin nyo, punta kayo sa jobstreet.com. Tapos tingnan niyo yung mga available jobs. Ang dami. Ang dami talaga. So, and most of them are online. So, that's your gauge. Tingnan niyo yan. Tsaka, Only Jobs, punta kayo. Sign up kayo for free.
Oh, guys, sana narinig nyo, Only Jobs. Okay. And, isingit ko lang din, even TGFI, we are currently hiring as well because yun nga, what we are promoting now is actually digital marketing. This is the time that we want to inform more people about investments, about stocks. Habang nasa bahay tayo, matuto tayo. So, yeah, we are also hiring account managers. And then, sir, parang nasagot na itong tanong na to since almost the same question. I just want to read it from JT Tabasa. What are the most lucrative business to start up with during this pandemic aside from food and delivery? Oh, sorry. Business ngayon ang tinatanong niya. Earlier kasi ang nabanggit ni Sir Mark is jobs. So, yeah. What are the most lucrative business to start up with during this pandemic?
Work at home jobs. Basically, there's a lot of outsourcing being done now to the Philippines, especially from countries like the US and Europe, where talagang they have to really suspend operations and they're transferring that to work at home situations. The BPO industry, business process outsourcing, yan ang medyo, tingnan nyo. Now, again, it can go more simple. Kung gusto mo, ang gawin nyo, kung marunong kayo mag-translate, translator kayo. So, from English to Tagalog. Look for jobs like that. Kung hindi man sa JobStreet, punta kayo sa mga freelance sites for individuals. Tingnan nyo. You can do market research very easily right now, especially kung may Wi-Fi ka. Go ahead and go search these freelance jobs. Kita mo kasi yung demand. Kita mo yung mga taong, yung mga tinitingnan ng tao, yung people are hiring for. So look at that. And that can be the basis for you to think of, use this time nga to think of and plan a small, sideline business. Sideline lang muna kasi startup eh. And then pag medyo nag-catch on yung idea mo, go for it. May isa pa ako dadagdag nga pala. You should also explore X deals at this point. Kung hindi man pera outright, X deal. So in exchange for, let's say, grocery or delivery, kung meron kang worthwhile na pwedeng exchange, go for that. So yan, mga additional na tips lang na pwede mong tingnan ngayon.
Okay. And one of our ka-TGFI, Mr. Christopher Libunao, is asking, hi sir, good evening po. About po sa Tata as one kind of capital. So dapat po ba talagang piliin ng nakararami ang passion over practicality? Marami po kasing talented pero takot silang sundin yung passion nila kasi hindi naman sila kikita doon ng malaki. A very interesting question.
Ano kasi yan eh? There's an old saying, di ba? Turn your passion into a business. While that might be true, in my experience, that might not be the best way to do it. Honestly. Kasi ganito eh. Example lang passionate ka mag-drawing. Ako, I draw, I paint. I don't want to make it into a business. Why? Kasi umiiba. Magaling ka nga, skilled ka nga sa drawing, pero pag ginawa mo niyang negosyo, mawawala yung passion mo eh. Kasi magiging negosyo. So, a better way of doing it, huwag mong simulan sa passion. Huwag mong simulan sa talent. Tingnan mo yung need. Tapos, pag nakita mo yung need, do I have some skills in that area? Kung meron akong konting skills in that area, saka mo puntahan para yung talagang passion mo. So pagsasayaw ng hip-hop, mag-tiktok ka dyan. That will be used for your de-stressing, for your entertainment. That is for your peace of mind, your mental wellness. Ang negosyo kasi iba eh. Kapag ang passion mo, ang skill mo, hinaluan mo na ng pera, umiiba. So again, there are people who do that. And if you're successful there, by all means, go for it. Pero kung hindi, kung ayaw mo talagang gawing negosyo yung passion mo, that's fine. Hanapin mo yung need. Diyan ka pumasok. At use this time to upskill. Sabi ko nga, di ba? You upskill yourself. Learn a new skill. Tapos yun ang gamitin yung pang-testing kung pwede ka bang pumasok dyan o hindi. Marami tayong oras ngayon, kaya pwede kang mag-experiment ngayon. This is the bright side of this quarantine. Gamitin mo yung oras na to, kapital yan. Use it wisely.
Okay. And okay pa ba tayong sumagot ng mga questions, sir? Since may mga nagtatanong ng mga questions. Okay. Yeah, we have one of our TGFI, Jeric Perez. What would be the effect of the current I'm not sure if you're comfortable answering that. What would be the effects of the current financial infusion of the government to our economy? How long do you think, sir, our economy could recover from the current recession? Medyo hindi related sa ating capital, but
no, it's a good question.
Yeah,
it's a good question. I'll put it this way. It's not just the Philippines who's infusing cash. If you look at the United States, if you look at Europe, if you look at Japan, if you look at all the countries affected by COVID, they're also infusing cash. In fact, a lot more than us. So in other words, since everybody is doing it, the whole world will experience hyperinflation sooner or later. But you see, that's the thing. Tingnan mo sa scale. If the United States is infusing cash, how much? If the Philippines is infusing cash, how much? Is it properly proportional? Kasi kung ganyan, sabihin mo na lang, edi parang lahat naman tayo gumagawa. So, you know, there will be inflation, hyperinflation for sure after this. Pero everybody's doing it. The same logic applies to wala kang kita sa negosyo mo ngayon. Hindi ka naman nag-iisa eh. Lahat tayo. Kaya nga, one nation tayo, di ba? We move as one. So, the effects, don't think of the effects as an isolated matter to the Philippines only, because all countries are also doing the same thing. And in fact, they're doing it a lot more than us. Yan lang nga. Shoot muna and then try to figure out what will happen later. To be honest with you, even the most expert economists right now are baffled because number one, they don't know the next outcome of COVID-19. This is a very, very fluid situation. We cannot just say it. In fact, sa start pa nga ng year na to, I usually give my forecasts for the year at the start of the year. Writers ask me to give my forecast for this year. This year, out of I think 7 years running, this year, 2020, I basically told the reporter I cannot give an accurate forecast this year kasi I cannot see where it's happening. In fact, a lot of people, a lot of very, very wise people, scholars, cannot see what's going to happen here. Kaya mahirap mag-predict. Pero isipin mo na lang, we're not the only ones doing this. Okay?
It's happening to everyone and it's worldwide. Okay.
Correct.
Another interesting question. Mukhang na-curious sa ginagawa ni Sir Mark sa bahay or pagka may free time siya. From Wendell Lustrado, Sir Mark, what is one book that you could recommend to all of us?
One book?
There's only one book that you will recommend to everyone.
Teka, follow-up question. Book on what? Business or investing? Kasi maraming books, maraming topics. Sige, right
Sige,
now kasi,
iba't iba sa iba't ibang category.
for me kasi, it's depende sa gusto mo. In terms of business, books that I would recommend are, ito medyo luma na eh. The books I would recommend would be E-Myth by Michael Gerber. So E-Myth. Pero ang book na yan kasi is about developing systems for your existing business kasi. So depende yan sa book na talagang gusto mo. Kung medyo startup ka talaga, hindi ata masyadong bagay yan. But pwede pa rin. Now, I also like books on personal growth. And one of the books that I like are the ones from Napoleon Hill. So there's one, hindi ko pa natatapos, pero The Devil, Where the Devil Resides, I think. Teka, tingnan ko. Nandito ata, hanapin ko. Sandali, tingnan ko yung libro ko.
Okay. Yun, and habang hinahanap ni Sir Mark, mga ka-TGFI, ang book na pwede nating basahin and marirecommend niya for us, you can type in your questions here tungkol sa topic na discuss niya earlier, which is about capital. Okay.
Yeah, this is the book that I'm beginning to read, but haven't really finished it. Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. So you can also watch that. And you should also get the books of course. I forgot.
It will almost.
It'll come back. It'll come back.
Okay. So, yun, sir. And, okay, this question.
Okay.
For Sir Mark, what is the most important kind of capital out of the 6 that you just have discussed?
The most important capital out of the 6, I would say, is time. Without time, you cannot generate anything from the other 5 capitals. So I know that everybody is kind of, ang dami kong oras ngayon, hindi ko alam gagawin. Don't waste the time. Especially now when there is so much fear and suffering now. You have to now understand time among all of those are the most important. In fact, I would even say time is more important than money. So you think about this. You have all the money in the world, but you have no more time left on this earth. Is that enough? No. You don't have money, not a single cent, but you have time. If you have time, you still have hope. So that's my thought. Use this time. Don't waste it.
Okay. And then we just thanks for that, Sir Mark. Okay, mga TGFI, kung may tanong pa, just type in there. And we just want to acknowledge our TGFI watching from different part of the world. I can see some people here who are watching from South Korea, Kuwait, and Singapore. So, sir, meron ba tayong gusto i-promote or pwedeng i-share sa ating mga manonood ngayon?
Actually, if there are 2 things, no? Go sign up for free sa onlyjobs.com. For those who are looking for, to get employed during this time. Marami nag-hire. You can go to onlyjobs.com. Medyo may bugs na yan, pero go ahead and sign up na rin. No worries naman yan. But the second thing that I'd like to invite you all to is on April 24, we're going to have a webinar on how to manage telecommuters. Now, this is not free. Pero hindi naman ganun kamahal. So I will be releasing the details of that soon, pero it is more for business owners. Lalo na pag medyo umaasa ka na magli-lift yung ECQ soon. My forecast hindi pa ganun kabilis. I hope na by end of April lifted na yan, pero honestly, pag-isipin mo with the way things are going now, mukhang hindi. So the concern right now for business owners is, paano yan? How do we continue? how do we continue the business? You have a choice. You can close your business, or you can choose to transform it and adapt to the current situation. One of the ways that you can do that is by learning how to get telecommuters or put your employees, your most productive employees, on telecommuting. And we will talk about that on April 24. So I will go to my page. Please go ahead and friend me on Facebook para makita mo yung details dyan. I think you can see my profile ba? I think they can see my profile on this page. If not, hanapin mo na lang yung profile ko, yung gwapo, hanapin mo. Yan.
Oh guys, alam niyo na paano hanapin yung page si Sir Mark, hanapin ang gwapo.
Pero i-ano niyo ako i-PM niyo muna ako na nakinig kayo dito para ma-friend ko kayo kasi marami akong mga friend requests hindi ko ina-approve kasi hindi ko alam kung saan ko sila nakilala. So PM me first na you listen to this webinar so that i-approve ko yung friend request niyo.
Okay. And yeah, I just that's good. So April 24, sir, may webinar sila Sir Mark, and ka-TGFI, please don't forget to like our page as well here on Facebook and follow our page. And on April 25, we will be conducting a free webinar as well on how to create a crisis resilient online business. So napakagandang opportunity ang makinig, matuto habang nakaupo tayo sa bahay natin. Itong mga webinar na to, yes, naiintindihan natin. Masaya ang Netflix, may popcorn ka, meron kang juice or Coke sa tabi mo, but then ito yung tamang time para matuto. So yeah, again, on April 25, TGFI will be conducting a webinar also about how to create a crisis resilient online business. So magandang pagkakataon to para matuto tayo. And yeah, may mga humahabol pa na question, sir.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, let's take this question from PhilMath. Question po regarding capital. How about the refinancing interest? Is it going to be higher? Will it be harder to get loans now or after the pandemic? What's your opinion on this?
Actually, to be honest with you, it's going to get cheaper. Interest rates are going to get lower as part of the stimulus package that the Philippines is preparing. I think the central bank, if I'm not mistaken, is going to lower it to 3%, the central bank rate. So that will translate to lower loan rates in the future. Now, I don't know how long that will last, pero based on the current pandemic situation, I don't think it's going to change higher anytime soon. So I think good news there is that loans and refinancing rates will be cheaper during and even after the pandemic.
Okay. So yun. And may mga nagko-comments dito. Oh, thank you, watching from Hong Kong. And another comment is hindi daw kayo makita sa Facebook, sir. Anyway, Sir Mark will be reading all these comments shortly as well. So yun, add nyo lang siya.
Ano na lang, hanapin nyo ako, yung handle ko, facebook.com/forexguru. So type nyo Forex Guru. Yung /Forex Guru, tapos makikita nyo yung mukha ko. I'm wearing a suit, I think. And then PM nyo na lang ako dyan.
PM is the key, guys.
PM is the key. Open-minded ka ba?
April 25, TGFI will be conducting a webinar also on how to create a crisis-resilient online business. For some of our viewers here, maybe this is the right not maybe. This is the right time na matuto tayo ng matuto. And yun, i-add nyo si Sir Mark so you'll be aware of what are the initiatives his firm is doing as well para mas matuto tayo. So yun. Oy, may humabol. Good evening, sir.
Sige, okay lang.
Okay. Sorry, sir. Okay, from Alex Santamena Salera. Good evening, Sir Mark. Could it be possible that since most things are being done online, especially online purchasing and services, to make a skill transferable to another service as a currency payment to another service?
As I said, yeah, pwede namang maghanap ng ex-deal, depende na sa other party kung papayag sila. So there's always a possibility for you to negotiate. Why not? Diba? Try nyo. If the person sees value in your skill as payment, if that is what you're asking, sure, why not? Try it.
Okay. So guys, if okay. Okay na tayo. So, Sir Mark, maraming salamat po sa opportunity na binigay niyo sa amin ngayon. Ang dami naming natutunan. Nung una pa kasi ako, wow, I'll be learning a lot as well about business that capital is not always an equivalent to money. But no, mas marami tayo natutunan because of the 4 things na makakapag-motivate na sa atin as individual. So again, guys, don't forget to add Sir Mark. Look for his profile so that you'll be alerted as well, or makikita nyo kung ano activities ng organization nila. So again, this is the since lahat tayo nandito ngayon sa live na to, which means ito yung mga tao na lagi ring nakatutok sa internet kung matuto.
Mga suki, mga suki. Okay.
Mga suki.
Anyway, may tanong dito. May tanong, tinatanong kung may webinar ba ako sa Forex. Yes, I have. It's not a live webinar. It's recorded. Please just head over to forexclubasia.com and you will see all the webinars there. Meron dyan Forex Global Investing Orientation in Taglish. Instant yon. So pagka bayad nyo yon, you'll get instant access to the webinar. At makita nyo how to get into that kung interested kayo. So head over to forexclubasia.com if you want to.
And
thanks.
Thank you, sir. And now I guess there's another way that we can do this dahil nag-iisip tayo paano nyo makukontak sa Sir Mark or tama ang profile na makukuha nyo. Sir Mark, since naka-tune in din kayo sa live stream natin ngayon, maybe you can put a comment there. So,
sige. Maglalagay ako ng comment.
So yeah, again, maraming salamat, sir. Maraming salamat sa mga natutunan namin ngayon. And looking forward sa maraming kaalaman uli. Sa mga nanonood, mga ka-TGFI, maraming salamat sa pagtutok. And stay safe, everyone. Stay healthy. Again, like what Sir Mark said, always do something productive. Believe, learn, look forward into something, and be always with someone and do something that you love. So, Sir Mark, my message.
Well, basically, just stay healthy, stay safe, and always look forward to the day that this will all be over. At pagtatawanan na lang natin to. This will be a distant memory. Use this time to make the best out of the bad situation that we have. God will see us through this. God bless everybody. You guys take care.
God bless everyone, mga TGFI. Good morning to all our viewers from Northern Hemisphere, Northern America, to all our viewers in Europe and Middle East. Good afternoon and good evening to all the Filipino people and in Asia. Stay safe, stay healthy. God bless everyone. Thank you, Sir Mark.
Thank you too. Thank you very much.